Now, when you see a number of big financial institutions coming to reiterate buy rating and upgrade their price targets onto a stock that is supposed to be taken as a very good signal to say that that stock will do very, very well. You will know that 2 days ago I did a video where we were discussing what Goldman Sachs just said onto NEO, and that is upgrading NEO, giving it a much more decent price target. I think it was over $5, which is something that is great, right? Looking at where of course the NEO stock price is trading at. Another big financial institutions that we discussed, it's Citi, that has a price target of around $8.10 onto NEO. They gave it an overweight or a buy rating, and they are basing this based off what they are expecting in terms of deliveries and NEO getting to profitability, which is again very, very good. Now there is another bank or a big bank by the name of JPMorgan. They have increased their target or raised their price target onto NEO, but the sentiment remains the same. Before this price target raise, they were on neutral on NEO, so they were neither on buy or sell, but they were just neutral. But now this time around, they increased the price target from $4.10 to $4.80, and they based this due to the volume estimates of deliveries, which they say by 2026-2027 NEO sales will grow by 11 to 13% on stronger volumes from companies' new L90 and L80 SUV launches. So they are basing off this price target raise or increase based on the ONVO L90 and L80. I mean, L80, you will know that it's not yet launched. It is still going to come, or NEO is still going to launch it sometime in Q4. But the L90, as I'm doing this video right now, you will know that it's being sold all over China, and we've been seeing quite a number of users receiving their ONVO L90, which is something that is great, something that is very, very exciting. So yeah, my dear friends, I am very happy. When I read this, I was very excited. ONVO L80, it looks like, or it appears that JPMorgan, before NEO even released this model, they are already bullish or positive on what it could bring, or the kind of impact that it could bring onto the ONVO sub brands, ultimately positively impacting NEO's revenues and sales, which is why they raised their price target. I think they are still not seeing profitability in Q4. I mean, I suppose they are one of those that, of course, they don't see that NEO will get to profitability in Q4, but we all know that that is not true, right? We all know that NEO has been telling us that they are going to get to profitability. Profitability is coming in Q2, and knowing that the two cars that JPMorgan is increasing their price target on or based from, it's one of the model, it's still to be launched, and that is the L80, which when the L80 comes, you will know that what I said on a video I did yesterday, I believe that the L80 has got a potential to even sell if it more than the L90, right? Based off the fact that, look, it's somewhere between the L60 and the L90. Space wise, it will have a pretty decent space. It will capture so many families also because of its space. You all know that it's a 5-seater, and when it's a 5-seater, it simply means that, of course, people will be able to, or 5 people should be able to sit comfortably onto the car. And over and above that, the trunk and the front, I can guarantee you that it's going to be very spacious, which is what will sell or will make the ONVO L80 to sell very, very well. So I am happy, man. I'm excited. When I saw this, I thought I'd come and give you these quick updates, because JPMorgan is one of the companies or big institution that obviously when they talk, some of the people or some of the investors actually do listen at what they are saying about specific stocks, and seeing them increasing their price target onto NEO from $4.10 to $4.80, it is something that is really, really good. So I am happy about that. I'm happy to hear this. I'm happy to see that a lot of big financial institutions or smart money right now, they are coming and seeing NEO at a different angle, right? Remember, we've been talking, or I've been talking for quite some time on where NEO could be in the future. I've been discussing with you why NEO will win at the end of the day. And some of these big financial institutions, you will know that their sentiment, it changes, even probably every 3 months. Every 3 months, they do give a new rating or a new sentiment, or weigh in a new sentiment onto a stock. And we know that, of course, they've not been liking what they are seeing onto NEO. But something very interesting though that you must also know about JPMorgan, back if you go and check back in Q1 of 2024, that is last year, beginning of last year, JPMorgan came and gave a sell rating onto NEO, saying that the models or NEO is not going to sell over 200,000 last year. But guess what? As the year unfolds and they start to see NEO really pushing or going over 200,000 or delivering consistently over 20,000 delivery on a monthly basis, they came and reiterated their sentiment and gave NEO a neutral rating with a price target at, I think, of $4.10. And now, knowing that they have upgraded from that, it gives me the confidence that, look, it is still the beginning. They are still going to come back, and this time around when they come, probably the next couple of months, they are going to change. They will have to change their sentiment also and go or move from neutral to buy, because NEO is going to prove not only to us, the retail investor, but to the world as a whole, including the smart money or big financial institutions, that look, the NEO that we are seeing today, it's very much different from the NEO we were seeing yesterday, very much different from the NEO we were seeing last year and the year before last, which is absolutely great. So I am very happy to see that a lot of big financial institutions are coming in. I mean, some big institution like BlackRock, who we discussed, I think also 2 days ago, increased their NEO shares by 400, or they added 400,000 shares of NEO in Q2, which shows you that they start to see the light. They are starting to see what we've been talking about when we look into NEO. And this, my dear friends, it gives me the confidence to say without no doubt that blue sky indeed will come. Those that are persevering will most definitely be rewarded with time. So yeah, tell me what you think. I like what I see. I think we need to brace ourselves for what's coming. But very important, you will know that before you do anything, before you make any decision, do your own due diligence so that at least you can be comfortable as you are investing onto the NEO stock. NEO stock price is very much volatile. I think those that have been on the stock for quite some time, you will know that that is a fact, that is true. The volatility on the NEO stock is super high. And today you might be up 10%, tomorrow you are down 8%. Today you might be down 9% or 10%. Tomorrow you are up 12%. It happens quite often when it comes to NEO, and this shows you of how volatile the NEO stock is, and therefore for you to go through the volatility and not panicking, it requires you to know why you are investing into NEO, or you need to remind yourself of the NEO fundamentals that makes you to remain long and strong onto NEO. So yeah, do your own due diligence. It is very important that also you get to be confident as you are investing onto the NEO stock. But if you want to sell, again, there's no one that forces you to sell the NEO stock. There's no one that will come and tell you sell the NEO stock. It's up to you, because even myself, I'm not a PR advisor. Whatever I share here are just my opinions. It's a company that I've been investing in. I've been investing on since 2020, and that is around June, July. And ever since then, I've been loading. I've been increasing my holdings. And look, man, I might not be at a single digit in terms of my average onto NEO, but I'm happy with the progress that I've made in terms of loading the boat, because you know that the all-time high of NEO came in the first half of 2021. That is when we hit $66.99. But since then, it has been dropping quite sharply, and I've been there. I've been loading, and I'll continue loading because I know that blue sky is coming. I'll see you on the next one. That is all from me. God bless you all.